Judd Trump's journey back to the top of the snooker world has been nothing short of remarkable. After 3 years without the coveted world #1 spot, Judd's recent performances have shown that he's not just back, he's better, hungrier, and more determined than ever. The turning point came during the Saudi Arabia Masters, where Judd reclaimed the #1 ranking, reminding everyone why he's one of the most electrifying players in the sport. Let's dive into how Judd turned things around and why this could be the start of a new era in his career. It all kicked off with the Xi'an Grand Prix, where Judd fought his way to the final, only to be narrowly defeated 10-8 by world champion Kyren Wilson.
In what's been a fantastic tournament. And now Kyren giving Judd a taste of his own medicine. The crowd absolutely loving this, and why not?
Despite the loss, Judd's performance was enough to propel him back to the #1 spot, a position he hadn't held since 2021. It wasn't just about the points or the ranking. This was a statement. Judd Trump was sending a message that he's not done yet, and that he's still capable of competing at the highest level against the best in the world. In Xi'an, Judd showed glimpses of his former self, the fearless potting, the long, daring shots, and the unshakable composure under pressure. But this time, there was something more. Judd seemed more focused, more mature, as if the ups and downs of the past few years had forged a stronger, more resilient competitor. He's talked openly about how he's worked on his mental game, learning to handle the highs and lows without letting them affect his play.
We spoke about last season so much. It was a fantastic year for you. What is it that you're doing so well at the minute to be able to not just play well? Obviously, you said you're not playing your best this week, but just to win consistently and stay, as you said, on paper above the rest?
I think I just want to win more than anyone else. I'm willing to put the work in more than anyone else. I think I see a lot of people taking time off and turning up with excuses, and I don't want to be that person. I want to go and practice every single day, every opportunity. I want to be the best in the world. I want to win every single event I play in. So you only get one career, and there's no point of wasting time taking days off. I just want to be as successful as possible, and that means giving every single tournament 100%.
That renewed mental strength was on full display in Xi'an, where Judd managed to outlast several tough opponents and make it all the way to the final. Fast forward to the Saudi Arabia Masters, a brand new event with prize money that matches the World Championship. With so much on the line, Judd knew he had to perform if he wanted to keep his spot at the top. And perform he did. Judd's run in Riyadh was filled with the kind of snooker that made him a world champion in 2019. He was aggressive yet controlled, flashy yet precise. Each frame was a masterclass in how to balance attack with strategy, and it was clear that Judd had rediscovered his groove. Reaching the latter stages of the Saudi Arabia Masters wasn't just about the money or the ranking points. It was about Judd proving to himself and the world that he still has what it takes to win at the highest level.
I mean, 5 frames on the bounce, you have to win in order to get the match win, and you've done it.
Yeah, I'm over the moon because the table was playing very strange at the start. I think the ball was flinging off everywhere as if it was the balls had been polished or something like that. It was very, very strange. I can normally tell when I miss, and there's a lot of times I thought I hit it okay and it was just going nowhere near. So it was just about trying to find some momentum and some belief, because I had none in the first 4. I knew if I got to 4-2, I started to believe then, because I got my scoring back and I wasn't missing easy balls. I felt like my safety was very, very good. He barely had a chance, to be fair, and it was just about being clinical. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with that.
The snooker world is competitive, with top players like Ronnie O'Sullivan, Mark Selby, and Kyren Wilson all gunning for the same spot. But Judd's recent performances have set him apart, showcasing not just his talent, but his resilience and adaptability, qualities that are crucial in the ever-evolving landscape of professional snooker. Despite losing in the Xi'an final, Judd's comeback has been marked by a series of near wins and strong finishes that have kept him in the conversation. The Saudi Arabia Masters offered him a chance to solidify his place at the top, and although he faced tough competition, Judd's confidence seemed unshaken. Even when things got tight, he didn't back down. It's this tenacity that's been driving his recent resurgence, a refusal to be counted out, a drive to keep pushing, even when the odds are stacked against him. Before we move on, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. Judd's return to number 1 wasn't just a fluke. It was the result of consistent hard work and a renewed focus on his game. He's been sharpening his skills, staying disciplined, and perhaps most importantly, enjoying the game again. You can see it in his demeanor on the table. He's playing with a freedom and a joy that's reminiscent of his earlier days, but tempered with the wisdom of experience. This combination of youthful flair and seasoned strategy is what makes Judd so dangerous right now. One of the most compelling aspects of Judd's comeback is how it reshapes his rivalries with other top players. Snooker is a sport that thrives on rivalries, and Judd's resurgence has added a new layer of excitement to the competition. His battles with the likes of Ronnie O'Sullivan and Mark Selby are no longer just about personal pride, but about who can dominate this new era of snooker. Judd's return to form puts pressure on his rivals, who know they'll have to bring their best game to compete with him. These matchups are not just games, they're chess matches on the green baize, with each player looking to outsmart the other. Judd's presence at the top forces his rivals to adapt, evolve, and elevate their games, setting the stage for thrilling contests in the tournaments to come. As we look ahead, the big question is, can Judd maintain his form and continue to dominate the tour? Given his current trajectory, it's hard to see him slowing down. With the rest of the season still to play out, including major tournaments that offer significant ranking points, Judd is in a prime position to add more titles to his already impressive resume. His recent performances suggest that he's not just content with being number 1. He wants to stay there, and he's willing to put in the work to make it happen. What makes Judd's comeback story so compelling is how he's managed to evolve his game. He's no longer just the flashy player who goes for the spectacular shots. He's a more complete competitor now, capable of grinding out wins when necessary and knowing when to take risks and when to play it safe. This maturity in his game, coupled with his natural talent, makes Judd a formidable opponent for anyone on the tour. So, keep an eye on Judd Trump as the season progresses. He's found his way back to the top, and he's not looking to let go of that spot anytime soon. Whether it's in Riyadh, Sheffield, or anywhere else, you can bet that Judd will be right there, fighting for every frame, every match, and every title. The comeback he's been waiting for is here, and Judd Trump is ready to remind the world why he's one of snooker's greatest talents. If his recent form is anything to go by, this could just be the beginning of another dominant era for the man they call the ace in the pack. Buckle up, because Judd Trump is back, and he's playing like he's got something to prove. That's it for this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. For more snooker content, click on the screen right now.